Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video I will be introducing your week 3 checkpoint. So a couple of things that might help you out with this. So first of all, you're just going to copy and paste this into a new Python file, and then you're going to practice using these functions and assigning something from those to a variable and then printing out those variables. So if I was going to look at any one of these, first of all, functions, you should read through this. There's a lot of really helpful things in here, but you notice that functions are always followed by these parentheses. All right, sometimes when we call a function, they don't have any what we call parameters. They don't have any of those. And so you'll just see like an opening parenthesis and then a closing parenthesis without anything in there. But there are many functions that have a value that are basically being used by that function. So for example, when we have input, we are calling a function, but the function needs to know what to prompt to the user. Or when we get a square root of a number, we need to know what number we're getting the square root of. Or when we print, we need to know what we're going to print. Well, these functions for our checkpoint, length, minimum, maximum, and sum, are all things that also require a parameter. So if I was going to call a single one of those, let me go ahead and make a new file here. So if I was going to make a new file, I'd say temp.py, and in here I could say, maybe if I had heights, like we said, equals, and I could say like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and that's my heights. I could say, length equals my len function to get the length of something, and then I would pass in something. And I can do something really similar to this with my min and max and sum. And yeah, the one thing that you might have to research a little bit is how to do rounding. So I could say Python round to 2 decimals or whatever. But if you just look at the function, you'll notice that it actually takes several parameters. First of all, it'll take a number that we're supposed to round, and then it takes another parameter separated by a comma to say to how many digits. And so if I was going to round to 1, with any of these, I'm not passing in that second parameter. I just have a number, and so it would just round it to a full number. But if I pass in a second parameter like this, then it'll say to what decimal is it going to round it to. So I hope that this is helpful for you and getting you started. If you have any questions, just let me know.